Hi, my name is Brittany Richardson, and I'm here to speak about mental illness. Mental illness has three contributing factors, which include genetics, psychological, and environmental. There are approximately 43.88 million adults in the U.S. who experience mental illness in a year. That is approximately 1 in 5 adults that have mental illness, that have a mental health diagnosis. Mental illness can be caused by so many things and experiences. Mental illness is something serious that should be treated and taken care of. I became interested in mental health after I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety myself. Also, watching my mother get her bachelor's degree in psychology and her master's in mental health counseling. Reading her books and essays through the years has intrigued me to learn more about my own mental illness. There are several causes of mental illness, but today I'll be talking about three of the main factors, which are genetics, psychological, and environmental. Now, is anyone here a gambler? Genetics are a gamble. Depending on your parents, there is a 50-50 chance that you will have a mental illness. Many mental illnesses are hereditary and passed down through families from parent to child. This is also known as predisposition. Your genes are responsible for the traits that are passed down to you, like the shape of your nose, how you act, and how you think. Hereditary just means that you are just more likely to get the condition than if you did have a family member affected by it. Now that we talked about genetics, how they affect your mental health, let's talk about the psychological factors. Sometimes mental illness can be triggered by psychological traumas that happen at a young age or severe abuse. According to Mental Health America and the National Association of State Mental Health Program, more than 6 in 10 U.S. youth have been exposed to violence within the past year, including witnessing violence, assault with a weapon, sexual victimization, child maltreatment, and dating violence. Traumatic events in a child's life can affect their ability to control their moods, regulate their emotions, and develop negative coping skills to help them deal with it. The last cause of mental illness I will be speaking about is environmental factors. Stressors from your environment, like your job, college, and substance abuse, can trigger a disorder. Performance demands and hostile work environments can tear away at someone's mental health, causing them to burn out and lead to depression. Being laid off of a job and the struggle to maintain an income can heighten anxiety. Being a student is also like having a job. According to mental health research conducted by the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1 in 4 students have a diagnosable illness, and 80% of college students feel overwhelmed by their responsibilities. Depression, anxiety, and addiction are a few of the stressors. The stress from your environment can influence your use of substance abuse. Mental illness and substance abuse have a clear connection to each other. People with a mental illness think self-medicating helps solve their issues they find disruptive, but they only create new problems and increase the severity of the symptoms. With everything that has been said, all of these factors, genetic, psychological, and environmental, are all connected to mental health in one aspect or another. Today, I discuss with you a few different types of mental health factors. Mental illness is something serious that should be treated and taken care of, but most people go undiagnosed. I find this topic close to home, and I hope you learn from what I've said and shared.